Hello everyone. So in today's video, we will see how to transfer inventory from one location to another location with tax impacts in NetSuite. So to do the same thing in NetSuite, the first process is adding vendor and customer on the location master. So the first thing what we will do in NetSuite is we will just open our location master in NetSuite. We will just add the dummy customer and dummy vendor on our location master from which we are doing that particular transaction. So as you can see on Haryana warehouse, I have added one vendor and one customer, and same on the Mumbai warehouse also I have added one customer and one vendor. So if I'll go to my presentation, so this first step we have done already. So second step is of creation of transfer order. I'll go to NetSuite quickly. So this is our transfer order page. The navigation is transaction, inventory, enter transfer order. By clicking on this option, you can just land on this page and create transfer order. So here you can see this transfer order we generally use for transferring inventory from one location to another location. So here you can see we have the provision of selection of from location. I'll just simply select the from location, then to location. So here I'm creating this particular transfer order from Haryana location to Mumbai location. So here I'll just quickly select the item which I wanted to transfer from Haryana location to Mumbai location. So I'll just simply select this item. Quantity I will just mention here 1. Transfer price I will keep it as 0. As you can see, I have marked this checkbox as true. Use item cost as transfer cost. So it will automatically use the transfer cost as item cost. So here you can see we have created one field transfer revenue, which is coming from the price level, like item master's price level. So whatever price you have entered for that particular item, that is automatically populating here. So I'll just click on add and I'll just save this particular transfer order. Once I have saved this transfer order, it is asking me to approve this particular transfer order. Unless I'll not approve this particular transfer order, you can see quantity I have created 1 and it is not committed yet. Once I'll approve this, so you can see the committed quantity is 1. So now the next option you can see, if I'll go to my presentation, the third process is to fulfill the transfer order. So here on the transfer order page, you can see the fulfill button. So we will just fulfill the item, this particular item from Haryana location by clicking on this fulfill button. Once I'll just click on this fulfill button, you can land on this page, item fulfillment page, where you can just check the item and the quantity which you are fulfilling. And you can simply click on save. Now the status of this particular fulfillment is picked. Once the item is picked, you can mark it as pack. Once it is like packing is done, then it's ready for shipment. Then you can click on this button, mark shipped, and you can ship that particular item. So here you can see the current status is packed. If I'll click on this mark ship. So you can see the status is changed to shipped. And you can also see here the invoice has been automatically created once the status of this particular item fulfillment is shipped. So if I'll go to my PPT, you can see the third step we have completed, fulfilling of transfer order. After that, the automatically invoice will be created in the system. If I'll go to the item fulfillment, I'll open this invoice. You can see invoice has been automatically created in the system with the tax impacts here. So you can see the tax impacts has been coming over here. IGST is 19.80 on the total revenue amount. If I'll showcase you the GL impact of this particular transaction, so you can just see here. So here account receivable is 129.80, Current asset, which is just the dummy control account which we have taken on the item master, is 110, and our IGST payable, the GST tax account, is 19.80. Also, if I'll go back and I'll also showcase you the item fulfillment's GL impact. So here you can see the GL impact of item fulfillment is inventory in transit is debit, and inventory asset raw material item inventory account is credited here. So this is how we have completed the third process of our transfer order creation. Now once the fulfillment has been done, you can go to back to the transfer order, and you can see the status of this particular transfer order is being like changed to pending receipt. Now Haryana location has been done the fulfillment. Now from Mumbai location they will receive the this particular quantity at their location by clicking on this receive button. So by clicking on the receive button, I landed on this page of creation of item receipt. I'll just save this item receipt. So once the item receipt has been created, you can see automatically the bill has been created here. If I'll go to the bill, also I'll showcase you the GL impacts of our item receipt here. If I'll go to GL impact, you can see the item receipt GL impact. Now here the inventory account is debited and inventory in transit is credited. Okay, and if I'll go to bill, so on bill also you can see the total amount is 129.80 and the tax amount is 19.80. If I will open the bills GL impact, so here you can see the GL impact accounts payable is credited here. The dummy control account is debited here, and IGST receivable account is like 19.80, which is your tax impact. So like this, your item, like after creation of item receipt, your bill has been created automatically. And the status of this particular bill, you can see paid in full. Because at that also the invoice, if I'll just refresh this invoice, just I'll go back to transfer order. On this transfer order, you can see the related records, item receipt and item fulfillment. On item receipt, you can see bill is linked. And on item fulfillment, you can see invoice is linked. Now this particular bill and this particular invoice is knocked off automatically. So the status is, you can see is paid in full. Now how this is knocked off, if you will create bill at the time of like item receipt creation, the system automatically passes one journal entry, which you can see here. So by using this journal entry, we are knocking off invoice and the bill. So this happens automatically with the help of like scripts. It automatically creates the journal. So here you can see account payable is debited, account receivable is credited. So accordingly, the invoice and the bill is knocked off. And the process where like on the creation of invoice, suppose on this particular invoice, you wanted to do the iron creation or e-way bill creation. So you have the provision here. You will get the button here after the integration with your GST portal. So you can generate the e-way bill or iron with the help of the buttons available over here. And suppose in case of the transaction where you are not creating the iron but you are only creating the e-way bill, so in that case we will provide you the generate non-iron e-way bill button, so that you can, by using this particular button after integration, you can generate the e-way bill without your iron, and also you can print that particular e-way bill in your required format. So we can customize this particular format. So in this process, you can see the first step we followed is adding vendor and customer on location master. Second step, creation of transfer order. The third step was fulfilling transfer order. After the fulfillment is created and the status is shipped, automatically it will generate invoice in the system with the tax impacts. Once you have done with that process, then you can receive the transfer order from another location. And at the time of receipt, automatically bill will be created. When the bill is created, automatically system automatically passes one JV for knocking off your invoice and bill. And on the invoice and bill, you can see the tax impacts, which is if I'll go and open it over here, you can see tax impacts IGST. And here on the bill also you can see tax impact as IGST. So thank you guys.